He is so callous, viewers, this man. He's so insensitive that he hasn't even uttered a word of regret or even condoled with those that have passed away. He hasn't visited the hospitals of those who are perhaps maimed for life or undergoing treatment. He hasn't thought, viewers, of even picking up a phone and calling one of the relatives who are grieving for their little children. Why is Vijay a special case under the law? There are some fundamental questions, viewers. Or is the DMK and Congress state government deliberately not arresting him for political reasons? One suspects the latter because they were so quick to call for the arrest of Allu Arjun, the other superstar, when there was a stampede outside a film hall where his movie was being released and he was to come to cut the ribbon. And we're talking about Allu Arjun. Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath, they said, should resign on the spot. And he should be booked. And even IPL team bosses, when there were stampedes in Hyderabad, Kumbh and Bengaluru, respectively, viewers. But not in Vijay's case, even though he has compounded negligence with insensitivity. Why, viewers? Because is the main political coalition ruling Tamil Nadu so worried about not being able to form the government that they might just require Vijay's outside support? Is that the reason? Viewers, can you believe the state of affairs, pun intended? 41 murdered by negligence. Hundreds of others maimed, injured, at death's door, some of them, viewers. And you have a situation where the state government, the DMK and the Congress are weighing up political sensitivities as opposed to, viewers, weighing up justice. This is how callous the situation is. Viewers, as the media, we called out Yogi Adityanath, we called out Allu Arjun, we called out Revanth Reddy, we called out the Karnataka government as well as the IPL team. We're going to ask questions. The same media that is accused of partisanship is going to ask questions across the board. But viewers, those people who are supposed to be speaking up for the interests of the people today are behaving in a partisan manner. Vijay's team, viewers, and I'm just going to run you through some hard facts. Why am I saying that this is insensitivity, compounding negligence? Why am I saying this? Because Vijay's team did not heed local police when they asked him to change the venue. And viewers, when they didn't, the local police should have cancelled his rally, but they didn't even do that. Both culpable. Vijay kept the crowd waiting for 6 to 7 hours after finally showing up for the rally. This man, who claims to represent a third way, to speak for the Makkal, viewers, keeps his audience waiting. Can you believe it? 6-7 hours as if he's some godsend. 6-7 hours in the heat, viewers. They were lined up at 9 o'clock because he was supposed to show up at 12 and he shows up at 6 in the evening. Can you believe it, viewers? The sense of entitlement, arrogance, contempt. Vijay ignored clear signs of the tragedy unfolding and went on speaking, viewers. And I'll just show you those pictures. We'll split the screen. I'll show you those pictures. He's standing on top. There he is, talking away with an ambulance going past. There you can see it in the corner box there on the left, viewers. Vijay stopped only after he was informed that a young child was missing, and he started making a couple of appeals, saying, calling out the name of the child and saying, please, can you help look for this child? But he quickly exited the scene and flew out back to his home base. Now, viewers, in a normal hit and run involving normal people on the streets, what happens? If you abandon a person that you have knocked down, you are liable. This man did the exact equivalent. Disappeared, viewers. Vijay has yet to even comment on the tragedy or express remorse. from his own personal handle, not even put out a videotape recording, viewers. Vijay has still not visited the kin of the deceased, the injured in the hospital. Vijay did not even decide to halt in Trichy to oversee the rescue operations. How can someone at the center of a tragedy remain unscathed legally? There are therefore unanswered questions. Why hasn't Vijay been booked by the police? If Vijay's aides are culpable, why an exception for him? Is he some new model of man? Why calling Vijay? Has Rahul Gandhi, viewers, normalized his negligence? Rahul Gandhi is sitting somewhere in some Latin American country is calling up Vijay. Oh, I'm, sorry to hear about what has happened at your rally. My thoughts are with you and your people and this, that, the other. Can you believe it, viewers? Did the same Rahul Gandhi call Allu Arjun? Did he call Yogi Adityanath? No. No, viewers. Didn't. Is DMK going soft on Vijay due to electoral expediency? Because I can't think of any other reason why an FIR is not being filed. The same Congress government, viewers, booked Allu Arjun. Between Vijay's absence of accountability, the role of party leadership and unanswered questions about law enforcement's response tonight, we must ask, who truly protects the people when the leaders fail and why? Why is this happening? Let's open it up. Here, let me start with a leader who is very closely associated. He's the president of the TVK's legal wing, Mr. Arivargan. Mr. Arivargan, thank you for taking the time out. Why hasn't Mr. Vijay spoken up, sir, and even condoled?
Sir,
Yes.
our leader, Mr. Vijay, has scheduled to Karur and interacting with the people, the time schedule from 3 p.m. to 10 p.m. But tens of thousands of people gathered in the place prescribed by the police. The police know very well that the tens of thousands of people gathered to see their leader from morning itself.
Sir, we know the facts.
However, the police did not provide any adequate
I know the
protection.
facts. I will ask the DMK that question. But Mr. Arivargan,
Yes.
irrespective of who is to blame right now, I'm not holding a trial. I'm only asking you a simple question. Why hasn't Vijay even put out a statement saying that I feel terribly about what has happened?
He immediately after the incident, he posted. He sent his men, but the police did not allow us.
Mr. Arivargan, why hasn't Vijay even put out a statement saying that I express sorrow at the loss of life, I will take responsibility, I will ensure justice is done? Where is that statement? Can you show it to me?
After the incident, immediately he made a statement and also he announced the
Sir, show me the statement. Show me the statement.
Yes,
Show me the statement.
I'll show.
Show me.
He
Show me the
also
statement, sir.
Yes, sir.
Show me the statement.
So, sir. Now I don't know. I suppose it's in all.
You don't have it? No, I want you to tell me. Mr. Arivargan, why hasn't Vijay posted a statement or even gone to visit any of those who have lost their loved ones?
No. Still, we are approaching the police to provide police protection.
Why?
To see the yes.
Why?
Yes, sir. They did not allow us, sir. They did not allow us.
No, I'm asking you. Why hasn't Mr. Vijay rung up or even condoled with one of those who have lost their relatives? Is it a difficult question to answer? Or is in the state of Tamil Nadu, all phone lines are down?
Sir, he condoled, sir. He condoled.
Show me the statement.
Yes.
Show me.
I saw the statement.
Show me.
Show the statement.
Show me.
1 minute, sir. 1 minute.
Show
I
me.
saw the statement.
Show me. Read it.
You show.
Read the statement.
Immediately after the occurrence.
Show me the statement.
Yes.
Show me.
I already
Yes,
have
sir.
it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Dr. Raman, yes, you're saying something?
Yeah. Okay. At 11:15 p.m.
Sir,
after the incident,
sir,
he
this
put
is
out
a statement.
a
Sir,
post.
sir, this is a statement.
My
1
heart
minute.
is shattered.
Yeah.
Can I complete?
Yes.
My heart is shattered. I am writing in unbearable, indescribable pain and sorrow that words cannot express. I'm translating from Tamil. I extend my deepest condolences and sympathies to the families of my dear brothers and sisters who lost their lives in Karur. I pray for the swift recovery. This was on the night. The next day, he put out a more detailed statement offering a sort of a compensation of 20 lakhs. Greetings to all those who reside in my heart in a way that defies imagination. Thinking about what happened, my heart and mind are overwhelmed with profound heaviness. In the midst of immense grief, I'm at a loss of words to express the pain my heart endures, etc., etc. And then he says, this is indeed an irreparable loss for us, no matter who offers words of comfort. Loss of loved ones unbearable. As a member of your family, I intend to provide 20 lakh rupees to each family that has lost a loved one and 2 lakh rupees to those who are injured and receiving treatment. Amount is not significant in the face of such a loss. Still, at this moment, it is
So
my duty as one that belongs to
basically
your family.
platitudes.
Yeah, he didn't go there. That's very clear.
He didn't go. Why, Mr. Arivargan, did he not go?
Sir, still, sir, we made request to the police to provide police protection to see the patients and also
Provide
the
police
family.
protection
But
to
they
go
did
to
not
meet
allow.
people in
No,
a...
they did not. Sir, they did not allow us to go to.
No, 1 second. When you were going on your rally, did you get police
Not
protection to
rally.
get votes?
Sir,
You don't need police protection.
no,
To
sir,
visit
no
somebody,
rally was-
to visit the
no.
people who are grieving, you need police
Sir.
protection.
Sir, no rally was happened on 27. We interacted with the
What are you
people.
talking about? Mr. Arivargan, I'm asking you a question. And this is a specific question.
Yes.
A boilerplate statement is put out by this gentleman. Right, boilerplate statement, where he makes all sorts of platitudinous offerings and says, I'll pay 25 lakhs, this, that, the other. Mr. Arivargan,
Yes, sir.
right? Boilerplate. It could have been put out by anybody on his behalf, on his Twitter handle, most probably done by one of his flunkies. Not even a video, not even the cursory, most basic step have you taken to pick up a phone and call some of those. Forget about going. I'll even grant you that. Fine, he doesn't have protection. He doesn't have a whole bevy of bodyguards to protect him from whom? The people he's seeking a vote from. Obviously, they see him then as a criminal. So the question is, why does he fear retribution? Is he to blame?
Sir, no fear, sir. Still, he is talking with the family members of the deceased. Now, today, we filed a writ petition before the High Court of Madurai to provide police protection. And we requested the
The
revenue
people
authority
who
and
need
police
protection
to see the
from
people.
these netas are the ones who are coming under the wheels. And these netas are giving themselves police protection. Can you believe it, viewers? This is the inversion. This is the inversion. This is the inversion, viewers, of entitlement.
Sir, they did not allow us to go and meet the people in Karur.
What are you talking about, sir?
Yes,
You don't
due to
have
law
a
and
telephone.
order.
You don't have a Facebook. You don't have, what is that, FaceTime or this WhatsApp business. You can't get onto it and speak to people. You can't put out a video.
Sir, they did not allow us for reason that due to law and order situation, if you are coming to the Karur, therefore now we are taking steps.
Viewers,
Within 1 or 2 hours,
viewers, the man runs away from the site. He goes home. He doesn't even go to the neighboring district. He could have gone to Trichy and waited there and at least overseen some of the relief and rescue efforts. Dr. Raman, what do you believe is the problem here? This abdication, where is it coming from? I'll open this up. I'll have to ask some other more specific questions. Yes.
Yeah, there are two issues here. There are two parties to blame here. One is Vijay and the TVK, and the second is the local administration. We cannot absolve the local administration of the responsibility because at the end of the day, the buck stops with the state government on charges of maintaining law and order and of ensuring crowd control. If Vijay violated the rules, this is not the first time that he has been accused of violating the rules which have been given for a meeting. FIRs were filed against his party even earlier for rallies. This was something which almost every journalist in Tamil Nadu was talking about could happen. This was not something which was totally unexpected. What prevented the government from cracking down and telling Vijay, look, you cannot do this, we cannot allow this, where 30,000 people are coming, where you have sought permission for 10,000. This is an extremely narrow place. There could be a tragedy, and you're turning up 4 hours and 5 hours behind the schedule. This is not acceptable. Nobody said that because they thought, apparently, and this is what party spokespersons of the ruling party are saying, that they would be accused of, cracking down on Vijay and denying him his democratic rights. Instead, 40 people have lost their lives. Had the police cracked down earlier and said, look, this is too dangerous, we will not allow this meeting to continue in the present circumstances, I think 40 lives could have been saved. So it's all very
40.
well to blame Vijay. Of course he is responsible. 41.
Let me ask the DMK. Let me ask the DMK tonight. DMK Congress Alliance, Mr. Harish Ibrahim. Mr. Harish Ibrahim, the police yesterday said, the DGP or whatever, he said yesterday that, listen, I told him to call it off. So why didn't he follow up on it, sir? He should have called it off. When he realized that Vijay wasn't calling it off, wasn't changing the venue, why didn't he say, this is an illegal meeting, I'm cancelling it. Vijay is not even here.
Exactly.
Yeah, the DSP of that particular district, Karur district, have notified them that you shouldn't be conducting the meeting at this specific point because you have been already delayed for over 7 hours and the people expected to be 10,000 where it has been almost 25 to 27,000. Still the people, police personnel have been deployed under the ratio of 20:1 ratio. They have put the police personnel. But still the people of DSP of the Karur administration have notified them at least 100 meters before you can stop your
Mr.
rally
Ibrahim,
and have...
Mr. Ibrahim, you said the DSP yesterday, he came out and also the DGP of the state was speaking at another point. All of them are saying that we informed him that this is not the correct venue. We don't want you to be here. Why didn't they just cancel it? Enforcing the law is your job.
No, that would have created a havoc inside the city. Almost 25 to they are not a regular political party followers. They are mobs. Literally, the school people, right from education, right from 10th and 12th and college-going students are there. No one is above 35 to 40 years. So you can't expect them to cancel it immediately. If that would have happened, then it would have been complete disruption.
So you let people then...
One quick point.
You let people die. Is that what it is?
No, that is not anyone's
then
intention.
obviously you can't have it both ways. You can't say, I can't tell them now that they have to disperse because that will lead to a law and order crisis. And I can't even tell them to, I'm sorry, but then you wait because, waiting is also perilous. So,
Rahul,
devil in the deep sea.
Yeah. It is a lesson to be learned even for the political administration.
So you take responsibility.
No, even for
So do you
Mr.
take
Vijay,
responsibility? So then I ask you, sir. Simple question, Mr. Ibrahim. Why isn't the Chief Minister taking onus and stepping down?
What is that? Whether Kumbh Mela, whether Yogi Adityanath...
Two wrongs don't make a right, or do they make a right?
No.
The two wrongs make a right, yes or no? You were asking for his resignation, right? Were you asking for his resignation? Were you, Doctor... Hang on, Mr. Ibrahim, were you asking... 1 minute. Mr. Ibrahim, don't shout at me. Don't shout at me. Don't shout at me. I'm asking you a question. When Yogi Adityanath was organizing the Kumbh Mela and there was a stampede, 27 or 30 people died in that stampede. I want to ask you, did you ask for his resignation, yes or no?
No, in Delhi, whether the CM stepped down, in Yogi...
I'm asking you, you asked for his resignation, right?
Of course, everyone asked
okay, so viewers, everyone asked for Yogi Adityanath's resignation. He did not resign.
That is not the point.
No, that is very much the point. You see, the same law doesn't apply to you, viewers. You will not step down and set an example for everybody.
No. Mr. Rahul, political party rally and a government organized rally, government organized functions is entirely different.
I see. I see. So completely different.
Make sure.
Okay. Viewers, it's almost as if the authorities had nothing to do. The law and order, as Dr. Raman is saying, is a state subject. Law and order is a state subject. Law and order comes under the Chief Minister's writ. If the Chief Minister is not able to apply law and order, there's a problem.
No,
he has to take some onus. Yes, Sanju Verma is coming in, and I want to open this up to
One
Dr.
sentence.
Ranganathan after that. Yes.
One sentence.
Thank you.
Can I finish one
Rahul,
sentence?
I
before
did
Sanju
not
Verma
interject. This
Yes.
DMK panelist
One
is
sentence.
very, very abusive. I would request to be given my time without being heckled. As you rightly said, Rahul, law and order is a state subject under the 7th schedule of the Constitution. Is M.K. Stalin responsible by virtue of being the chief minister and by virtue of being the de facto head of the law and order machinery in the state of Tamil Nadu? Yes. Who's the member of parliament from Karur? V. Jyotimani of the Congress party, and Congress and DMK are in alliance in Tamil Nadu. Who is the MLA of Karur? Stalin's Darbari and acolyte, V. Senthil Balaji. Who is the mayor of Karur? It is a lady called V. Kavita Ganeshan, again a DMK leader. Member of Parliament of Karur from Congress, MLA of Karur from DMK, Mayor of Karur from DMK, District President of Karur from DMK, and look at the audacity. Till now, 4 people have been arrested. 3 people are supporters of TVK's Vijay, and one is actually a BJP leader. No FIR against TVK's Vijay till date. The main protagonist, or should I say the antagonist of this horrifying rally where 41 people died, including 18 women and 10 children, the youngest being just 2 years old. But I want to draw your attention to one thing, Rahul. June 2024, I was in a debate on various channels, including with you. 68 people died of a huge tragedy in Kallakurichi in Tamil Nadu. And the DMK said, Hua to hua. October 2024 in Chennai at the Marina Beach Air Show. 5 people died due to poor traffic management, or should I say mismanagement. And M.K. Stalin said, Hua to hua. Now, few months back, sanitation workers were engaged in a fisticuff with the law and order machinery.
Yes.
Stalin did not hesitate to use his goons and the police battalion to come down raging and using lathis against sanitation workers. But I want to ask you, M.K. Stalin, why are you scared of even filing an FIR, much less
Mr.
arresting
Ibrahim, quick
Vijay?
question, quick response. No FIR
I'm
against
asking-
Vijay. Why?
No, there is a single judge commission has been enumerated, and they will give the report based on that. Whoever who's going to be responsible, they will
My
be brought
God,
inside.
viewers, look at this. Look at how cynical Indian politics has become. One second. One second. Let's not
What
speak
is
over
there
each
to be
other.
cynical?
Let's not.
What is there to be
Let's not.
cynical here? There is a single judge commission has been emulated. They will give the report based on that. Culpable, whoever has been culpable on this, will be brought to the judge.
Absolutely.
When will M.K. Stalin resign?
One minute. Let me just bring in Dr. Ranganathan. 1 second. Lower everyone,
Don't give me your
please.
lectures.
Okay. Dr. Ranganathan. We've heard the TVK leader, very senior leader, say that, you see, our man can't go because he's not been given police protection. So the obvious question is, why isn't the DMK then giving him his police protection, send him with his bandobast so he looks very important, like a VIP when he's going to visit somebody in hospital. Make him look the star that he wants to be. Okay, fair enough. Give it to him. Secondly, the man says that, look, DMK spokesperson here says that, you see, Vijay and his crew are responsible. We told them what you have to, and this, that, the other. So then when you ask him, why don't you file an FIR against Vijay? He says, no, we've sat a commission of inquiry. In the meantime, 3 of his aides have been arrested. They didn't wait for a commission of inquiry to tell them to file an FIR against those 3, and 1, according to Sanju Verma, BJP leader also. Do they think that we are idiots, Dr. Ranganathan?
Absolutely, 2000%. I mean, the Mr. Harish out here actually thinks that we are idiots because, it is the same DMK leadership that was castigating the central government for not having an FIR filed against the judge in whose house that wads of cash was found. Instead, they were lamenting that, look, there's an inquiry that has been instituted. Out here, he's saying, well, let the inquiry, single judge inquiry happen, then we'll file the FIR. FIR is for investigation. The judge does not conduct investigation. The judge bases his opinion on the investigation that has been carried out by investigative agencies or the police. Number one. Number two, I'm absolutely appalled by the statement that, look, under 35s are there and they may create a havoc, so we cannot do anything. What does law and order actually mean? Is law and order only for maintaining law and order of those above 35? I.e. Rahul, you or me, I don't know about you, but me at least. I mean, so if you are under 35, you can do all sorts of vandalism with gay abandon in Tamil Nadu. This is what it has come to. But I end very quickly with a very simple question to Mr. Harish. A very simple question, and he should be able to answer. I appreciate his eruditism. Should Yogi Adityanath, M. Siddaramaiah and Stalin resign for the law and order situation in their respective states that led to the stampede? Should all three of them resign? Simple question.
Mr. Harish Ibrahim, respond
Let
please.
let the law will take its own course.
Great.
As a responsible citizen of this country,
Now we
believe
know,
in the
viewers,
law
the
and judiciary
answer.
process.
That's the question I asked. They said we have set up a one-man question. Dr. Raman, I want to ask you, you study Tamil Nadu politics closely. I want you to tell me, why is it that the Congress, and to some extent, I also read Annamalai's statements, everyone seems to be treating this actor Vijay with kids' gloves. What is the issue here? DMK included.
Very, very clear, Rahul. Until now, it did look like the DMK alliance was totally intact. The Congress would probably want to leverage this potential incident to try and increase its negotiating power with the DMK. It won't break the alliance, it will not leave the alliance. But it will use this to say, look, we have other options, we could go in an alliance with Vijay. And that is the reason. In fact, this incident makes it much more problematic for the DMK, because a weakened Vijay is more likely to align with those out to defeat the DMK rather than say, I will go it alone and I will become the next chief minister. So this is actually bad news for the DMK. But the way they reacted, one other point, Rahul, I want to ask one question. Forget the chief minister or ministers resigning. My question is simple. Following the Chinnasamy Stadium incident, 8 senior police officials were shunted out, right?
Yeah.
Has any action been taken against even a constable in this incident so far?
Rahul?
Forget the responsibility going to the top. I'm talking about the local administration.
Mr. Ibrahim, would you like to respond, or will law take its own course?
Rahul, we believe in the administration of the local administration, which has done its best.
Right.
Right?
So someone is then messed up, and that is Vijay and his party, yet Vijay will not be arrested either.
The full responsibility and onus lies with those who organized from the
Yes,
TVK.
so then why
And
hasn't
number
Vijay been booked?
one. Of course, there have been officially 3 of them have been booked.
Sir,
Their
why
party
hasn't
secretary-
Vijay been booked?
No, we can't do
I
how
please?
Mr. Rahul wanted
Sir,
to.
after
The
getting
law will take its own
permission
course,
from the
and
Law will take
government,
its own course.
and the
We conduct
administration
a-
will go through
Only
the
state
thick and
government is
nails of the
responsible.
entire.
State government is responsible.
State government is responsible, says Vijay's man.
Government, at the
Harish
instigation
Ibrahim, the chief minister,
No.
should step down. That's what he's saying. TVK is saying,
Mr.
step
Vijay,
down, step down, step down.
Mr.
Chief
Mr.
minister should
Vijay
step down.
Rahul,
DMK
Rahul.
and its leaders
Rahul.
are responsible, sir, for this
This can't be a
incident.
Mr. Arivalagan, sir, your party chief, along with your followers, have flouted the first rule, which the guidelines have been set before the meeting commenced.
Now, one
And the
second,
first rule
viewers.
was,
Lower
don't
everyone's
bring
faders.
women
Lower
and
everyone's
children.
faders. Viewers, what does Mr. Harish say? Mr. Harish Ibrahim says your party chief has violated and flouted. Party chief. But the party chief has not been booked, viewers. 41 people have been murdered by negligence. 30 seconds, Sanju Verma, I need to move on. Yes. 30 seconds, please.
Rahul, I just want to say one thing. 4,000 people were supposed to be there in the rally as per senior DMK leaders in local Tamil Nadu media.
Yeah.
39,000 was the crowd that had gathered. There were only 300 policemen, which means for every 130 people, there was only 1 policeman. And you're saying that DMK-led MK Stalin is not responsible for the horrifying tragedy of 41
There you
people
are. Viewers, look,
whose lives could have
we
been
now
saved.
know, because Dr. Raman today has helped us to decode all the backroom political calculations here, and they are very, very cynical, viewers. Today, 41 lives have been lost in a Congress, DMK, opposition, India alliance ruled state, and they don't matter. Those lives don't matter. And the same chaps will jump tomorrow, wishing and baying that there is something like this that happens, God forbid, in a BJP ruled state, so they can make all the halla in the world.
Rahul Gandhi
I'll leave it
asked
at
for Stalin's
this.
resignation.
I'll leave it at this. No, obviously not. Obviously not. We all understand the compulsion. I need to move on, viewers. Lives, your life, my life doesn't matter in the larger rubric of things. Only politics matters. People don't matter. Let's move on, viewers, because there is an important story that we need to focus on, and that's something that also brings out more contradictions. India's opposition parties are truly mystifying, viewers. Their priorities are questionable. When the government carried out Operation Sindoor and inflicted visible damage on Pakistan instead of standing with the government, they were chasing unverified claims spread by a congenital liar sitting in the White House of a purported surrender by Narendra. Their words, not mine. They said, Rahul Gandhi said, Narendra surrendered. And now, when India has scored a famous win over Pakistan in the Asia Cup, the Congress scions Rahul Gandhi and his sister Priyanka Gandhi Vadra haven't uttered a single word, not a squeak offering a word of encouragement to the players. Forget encouragement, one or two India bloc alliance partners have even trolled India's captain Surya Kumar Yadav, or Sky as he's called. Okay, viewers, you may have a problem that the government and the BCCI went ahead with the matches, but don't at least take it out on the poor players. They executed their brief clinically, perfectly. They were asked to play, they played to win. They rubbed Pakistan's nose into the mud, and Pakistan today is in mourning thanks to them. The Prime Minister, quick to note this, added to the misery of despondent Pakistani citizens. He tweeted by saying, Operation Sindoor on the games field. Outcome is the same. India wins. Congrats to our cricketers. Unquote. The Indian captain was quick to acknowledge the Prime Minister's bold, enabling leadership, as he called it, and he said, it feels good when the country's leader himself bats on the front foot. It felt like he took the strike and scored runs. It was great to see, and when the sir is standing in front, then definitely the players will play freely, unquote. But all of this proved to be a little too much for the opposition to take, viewers. People like Pawan Khera leapt out of the woodwork and said it is not right to compare a cricket match to a battlefield. You need to learn from Indian team that when you are close to victory, good captains do not cease fire on the orders of any third umpire, unquote. There is another person, viewers, and she is the chief spokesperson and the head of the IT cell of the Congress party, Supriya Srinath, and she came out and said that the Prime Minister was indulging in like a cheap troll in cheap politics. Sanjay Raut comes out and says at the start of the series 15 days ago, he shook hands and clicked photos with Pakistan's minister. Now he's talking about Sky or the Indian captain. Now they are showing the country a drama of patriotism. If nationalism truly flowed in their blood, they should not have stepped onto the field against Pakistan. Viewers. So he's talking about the government, the BCCI and the players. Saurabh Bhardwaj says 15 days ago they got a photo click too, which is with the Pakistani minister. But when there was opposition to the match in India, they gave the players a new script so that they could run propaganda in the country. And he also questioned, viewers, Sky's status, Aukat as they call it, viewers, standing. The meltdown triggers basic questions. Why is the top leadership of India's lead opposition party not praising Team India at all? Is the lead opposition party upset that Pakistan has been humiliated once again? You may have a problem with the Prime Minister, but why skimp on praise for Team India? Let's ask this, viewers. Let's open this up. There is also now some breaking news coming in on this story. On Tuesday, there's a pre-scheduled meeting that is tomorrow of the Asian Cricket Council. Indian representatives will join this meeting and ask for the trophy formally to be sent to BCCI. BCCI claims Mohsin Naqvi, who is the minister who was supposed to hand out the trophy, has taken personal possession of the Asia Cup trophy. It is not in the ACC office. If he doesn't respond favorably, further action will be planned against him, unquote. This is what we are hearing, viewers. And I just want to go quickly across to Shivani. Shivani, can you give us a quick update of what really is transpiring here?
Yes, so Rahul, everybody's been wondering what happens next. How does the BCCI and the Indian team get the trophy that they have so deservedly won? So the latest update on that is that the BCCI is saying there is a pre-scheduled meeting of the ACC, the Asian Cricket Council, tomorrow in Dubai. And if that meeting takes place, there is still a little bit of a question mark on whether it will happen. But if it takes place, then the Indian representatives, somebody like Rajiv Shukla or Ashish Shelar, could join that meeting virtually, if not physically, and formally ask the ACC to hand over that trophy with due respect to the BCCI. And if they don't get a favorable response in tomorrow's meeting, if it happens, then they certainly plan to take this forward step by step against Mohsin Naqvi. What they have also told me is that they believe that Mohsin Naqvi has taken personal possession of the trophy. They are saying that they know that it is not at the ACC office, and he has taken personal possession. He has grabbed and hijacked the trophy, and they are saying this is completely out of line. So they're going to first make a formal request tomorrow that the trophy be handed over to the winning team and the board. But if they don't get a favorable response from him, then further actions will also be planned against Mohsin Naqvi.
Right. Of course, Shivani, people will ask why he was allowed to just walk out of the stadium with the trophy. Why wasn't he stopped by the guards and so on and so forth? But viewers, as you know, Pakistan is has thieved the narrative on Operation Sindoor and now actually thieved the trophy to claim that they won the Asia Cup. That's what they'll be saying. They'll take it all around Pakistan and say, look, we won that. Anyhow, viewers, I don't want to trivialize this. Let's open this up. Let's go straight across to Nikhil Jain, advocate, political analyst, pro-congressman. Mr. Jain, look, has Rahul Gandhi tweeted, Gen Z players have won this trophy, the young Gen Z that's taking us into the next century, and a Gen Z leader like him should have been the first to acknowledge that his age group has done such a fantastic job.
Rahul, I think there are much more important things in the country to be talking about on national news debates, to be talked about by the leader of opposition and also by the Prime Minister. It was a cricket match, for heaven's sake. Let's not make it more important than the flooding in Bihar, than the natural disasters that we are facing, than the allegations of vote chori, then the complete collapse of law and order in the state of Bihar. There are many, many more important issues in the country to be talking about, not whether we won or lost a cricket match. We've won. We're all happy as Indians. We're all happy as sports fans, as cricket enthusiasts. But that's about it. You don't expect leader of opposition to be talking about these things.
You don't want the leader of the opposition to talk about a cricket match at all that has been won by Gen Z. It's not important. Okay, Dr. Ranganathan, what would you say to someone like this? Look, we've all had problems, and you can, smash the government. You can say the BCCI and then the government should not have allowed this, should have boycotted this tournament, this, that, the other. But for heaven's sakes, on a day like this, when Indian team that is executing its brief has won, at least have the grace to pick up the phone and say, or, just tweet or say that, look, well done. You made us proud.
Rahul, look, I don't know about Gen Z, but I am certainly disappointed by Gen Z and his views. They are now down to criticizing playful or provocative tweets of the Prime Minister. This is nitpicking in the extreme. And it only displays, I'm sorry to say, a woeful grasp of things and the larger picture. What's the larger picture? That Modi is actually asking Indians to treat any theatre that involves India and Pakistan, be it the theatre of military conflict or of sports, as a battlefield. That tweet of his actually symbolizes Shatru Bodh that has been missing in India for 60 years. That tweet is telling us that Operation Sindoor has to be a state of mind as far as our dealing with Pakistan is concerned. And this way of thinking is crucial when dealing with terrorists. Now, you may disagree with this perspective, but any rational, logical person who knows that Pakistan is a terror state would agree with this way of thinking. How can you tell me, teach Osama bin Laden a lesson and at the same time invite him to tea or shake his hand? And remember, Pakistan is less a nation than a mindset itself. A mindset that has percolated down to its every citizen, including cricketers, who are racist, bigoted, supremacists and hate Hindus in India. Look, I would much rather admire a Prime Minister who runs any theatre in which Pakistan is involved in as a battlefield. than a Prime Minister who runs away from a battlefield in which Pakistan is involved, runs away to the United Nations after giving away half of our Kashmir, despite severe objections of our most trusted Home Minister. I'd much rather admire a Prime Minister who retaliates with stealth and strength when it comes to Pakistan than one who gives away 80% of our water, making millions of our farmers and our people suffer for 60 years, not just socially but economically. Or a PM who frees 90,000 prisoners of wars of a terror nation without asking anything in return. Or a Prime Minister who, after exploding a nuclear bomb, wants to share nuclear technology with Pakistan. Or a Prime Minister who, in the wake of the deadliest terror attack on Indian soil, refuses to bomb Pakistan terror hideouts despite pleading by our own air chief. Or a Prime Minister who, despite the openly declared 1,000-cut doctrine, makes Pakistan as the most favored nation economically. Or a Prime Minister who, instead of blaming Pakistan for terrorism in a bilateral agreement, accedes to its demand and includes Baluchistan, thereby hyphenating us with the trouble there. Or finally, a Prime Minister who is too scared to call out Pakistan's nuclear bluff. So Rahul, 10 seconds. Go on.
Rahul.
You keep fighting and nitpicking and hating Modi for his tweet. But I'd much rather have a Prime Minister who fights for India's interest than one who fights for Pakistan's. I'd much rather have a Prime Minister who gives Pakistan a lesson than one who gives it our land and our water.
Okay,
Rahul.
Sanju Verma, this gentleman here, Mr. Jain, has said, and I want to bring in Sushant Sareen also. Sanju Verma, he says that, look, Rahul Gandhi doesn't bother himself with insignificant things. It's only an Asia Cup. Though, of course, last ICC tournament, he did congratulate Team India. Then he found the time, then his mind space was not occupied by other greater concerns the country had, but he did. Nonetheless, this ACC he doesn't think is much. Why waste my time telling Team India they did a good job? And you're making such a big deal of it. By the Prime Minister, according to, what's her name, Supriya Srinath, is a cheap troll for taking on Pakistan.
You know, Rahul, I hope you will give me half the time you gave to Mr. Ranganathan, with no offense to him. He made some very solid points. But I just want to say this. Supriya Srinath calls the Prime Minister a cheap troll. Supriya Srinath ki औकात क्या है? She writes to every union cabinet minister of the Modi government calling them, आप 2 रुपए के ट्रोल हो, आप चवन्नी छाप ट्रोल हो, तो मैडम आप कौन हो? महाराजगंज की जनता ने आपको आपकी औकात दिखा दी थी 2019 में. You did not even bother to contest elections in 2024. तो औकात की बात न की जाए. And the reason I'm using the word औकात is because Saurabh Bhardwaj, who was booted out of Greater Kailash by a wildcard entry from BJP by a leader called Shikha Rai, what did Saurabh Bhardwaj say? औकात है तो पैसे देना to Surya Kumar Yadav. तो Saurabh Bhardwaj, Surya Kumar Yadav ने तो अपनी पूरी मैच फीस, इंडियन जवान्स को दे दी. आपने क्या किया? आपकी क्या औकात है? And Sanjay Raut, who's busy showing औकात to the BJP and Prime Minister Modi at the drop of a hat. Sanjay Raut की औकात ये है कि Sanjay Raut is a Rajya Sabha member. He cannot even win the society election in his own society where he lives in. The Uddhav Sena group did not even get 28 seats that is technically required to be a bona fide LOP in the Maharashtra Assembly. तो औकात की बात तो सुप्रिया श्रीनाथ, औकात की बात संजय राउत, औकात की बात सौरभ भारद्वाज ना ही करे तो बेहतर है. But very quickly, Rahul, please bear with me for 30 seconds. 2014, India won the Asian Games at Incheon in South Korea. We won the gold medal in men's hockey. No congratulations from Rahul Gandhi. 2016, we won the ICC Under-19 Cricket World Cup. In Bangladesh, no congratulatory message from Rahul Gandhi. Commonwealth Games in 2018, we won 26 gold medals, the longest in a long time. No congratulatory message from Rahul Gandhi. 2021 Tokyo Olympics, we won the men's gold in javelin. No congratulatory message from Rahul Gandhi. 2021 Tokyo Olympics, we also won the bronze in wrestling in men's 57 kg freestyle. No congratulatory message from Rahul Gandhi. 2022 Birmingham Commonwealth Games, we won the silver in men's javelin athletics. No congratulatory message from Rahul Gandhi. But wait. In 2023 November, when India lost the World Cup to Australia, this same Rahul Gandhi called Prime Minister Narendra Modi a panauti. So Rahul Gandhi ji, you have lost 92 big and small elections for your party. You are the super panauti leader of opposition.
So when it comes to scoring a political point against Modi, he finds the time and the issue becomes relevant, even though it isn't the greatest match because obviously he doesn't consider sports anything of interest, but to take a jibe at the Prime Minister, to upstage him in the perception sweepstakes, he finds the time to say panoti. That I remember now very clearly. Thank you for pointing that out. Sushant Sareen, what do you make of this? I think you're on mute, sir. Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I think you're being rather unfair to the LOP because he's not in India right now. Yeah, he's traveling to South America. He has to take care of problems in South America. He is, he is more bothered about what is happening out there, and he's learning from South America. So why, you expect him to come down to the level of a cricket match and talk about cricket out here and congratulate the Indian team? Be fair to the guy, right? Second, I think the Congress party, look, let me be very clear. I think we should not have played the Asia Cup.
Yeah,
I don't
true.
We should have played it. I think we should have boycotted it. I agree with what Anand is saying, that as far as the Prime Minister's tweet is concerned, yeah, some people can take it amiss that, the Prime Minister is coming down to a level which does not behove him. But I think the signal which he is giving is, look, we are now going to open all fronts against Pakistan and there will be no quarter given to these fellows. Completely identify with that. But the thing is that I still feel that one of the ways to open a front against Pakistan was to not play against them, to boycott them in any and every match. And even if you're playing a tournament, to say that we will not associate ourselves with these people. So I'm very clear on that point. And yet, even though I boycotted, as an individual, I boycotted the Asia Cup. I did not see a single ball being bowled.
Yeah.
We say I was elated when we won the match. And
as you would be. As any proud,
self-respecting, patriotic Indian would be.
Absolutely.
We would celebrate an Indian victory over an enemy country or against any country. I think we would all celebrate, but there are some people in this country who feel that their politics will shine on the debris of India. It's only when India is destroyed that their politics shine. And I cannot understand this mindset. Look, the Congress party could have taken up cudgels against the government and taken it to the cleaners for playing the Asia Cup or giving the permission for playing the Asia Cup so soon. Pahalgam, especially when the Prime Minister was saying Op Sindoor is still on, and the connotation at that time of Op Sindoor was very different. So the Congress, I would have absolutely no problems with the Congress party taking that stand. But the Congress party, after India had won the tournament, could have said that, we congratulate the Team India, we laud the players for the performance that they put up, and you can still oppose playing a tournament.
Absolutely.
And congratulate the victory of the Indian team.
Now,
they did not choose to congratulate. They chose to pick, holes in that. They tried to, make a dump.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they could have easily made a distinction between the players and the government. They could easily have done that. Yes, very quickly, Dr. Ranganathan, I need to move on because I need to pick Sushant Sareen's brains on what is happening in Pakistan right now. Yes, very quickly. Yeah.
Look, I mean, as I said, if you look at the second layer of Mr. Modi's tweet, it is very clear that any theatre that from now on involves India and Pakistan is to be seen as a battlefield. Sindoor is now a frame of mind. And it wasn't. I gave you, Rahul, 5 concrete examples where the Congress helped Pakistan at India's expense. I challenge Jan Z to prove me wrong.
No, he can't. There is no way that they can. I don't even get into that because that's rewriting years of history, which they will in a flash of a pen. Viewers, but I just want to make one small point before I move on to this other very important subject. Sushant Sareen is here with us. No, you can't. We need to move on. Thank you very much. Lower everyone's faders. Yes, viewers, I just want to say very quickly this. You see, all of those who are saying don't mix politics and sports, they are the same people who talked about cricket diplomacy.
Yes.
Right. They brought actually politics into cricket. When it came to using cricket as a prop, photo lene ke liye, posing alongside your Pakistani counterpart, trying to use cricket as a bridge, trying to send signals via the game, then it was okay. Today, if you send a signal against Pakistan using the game, you suddenly remember sportsmanship. How sickening is that, viewers? How hypocritical is that? I just want
Thank
to
you
move
for
on.
calling out their hypocrisy, Rahul.
Well, I've
Rahul,
just written a piece and I've also done a video. Please do watch it, viewers. I've broken down the hypocrisy and taken examples. But I just want to focus on something, and Sushant Sareen and Dr. Ranganathan are both here. Very quickly, viewers, POK has witnessed one of its biggest unrests in recent years as thousands took to the streets across the region in protest against the Shehbaz Sharif government. The Awani Action Committee, which is actually a stooge of the centre, called the shutter down wheel jam, chakka jam, strike across several districts, forcing authorities to deploy heavy security and internet blackout. Even the ACC is fed up. They said the campaign that they've launched is for the fundamental rights that have been denied to POK residents to be restored. They said over 70 years we have been denied our fundamental rights. And these protests are the latest in a series of revolts that have gripped Pakistan, from Baluchistan to KPK in the west and southwest, to POK and Sindh in the east and southeast respectively. And I just want to ask one fundamental question to Sushant Sareen on this. Sushant Sareen, is Pakistan really on a ventilator? Is its sovereignty right now in the balance, or A, are we making too much of it because they just use disproportionate force against its own people and they'll quell all of these uprisings? Or do you really feel there are fissures now which are going to become irreconcilable and easily, perhaps, even exploitable?
Rahul, can you just confirm if I heard you correct? You said the Awami Action Committee is a stooge of the central government in Islamabad?
Yes, in some ways.
No, it isn't.
Okay.
In fact, it is probably the single most potent challenge that the government in Pakistan has faced in Pakistan-occupied Kashmir. This is a completely Kashmiri-led movement. They have taken up cudgels against the military, against the intelligence agency, which are omnipresent in that region, against the puppets in Jammu and Kashmir, in POK, people who are in government or in the so-called mainstream politics. The way these guys have organized themselves, the way they have reached at the grassroots and got grassroots level support, this is the kind of, or at least it has a resemblance to some of the big movements that we have seen in the region. And this is not
Are you telling me that some of the people I spoke to today are misinforming by suggesting that they're only doing this to cut a deal and keep the other factions that they've so far been instrumental in sort of representing the center out of it? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, because I think this is a completely different phenomena. There are overlaps of some people who might have been attached to mainstream parties, but in many ways, this movement seems to be the representative party of the people of POK.
Okay.
So it's not a creation of the Pakistani deep state or military establishment. This is something much bigger than that. And the way they've organized themselves, I think that is quite remarkable. But on the other question which you asked, yes, look, the Pakistani government has tried all kinds of things, and they've tried to use brute force against movements in Pakistan. So, for example, there is an Islamist movement. We may or may not identify with it. I certainly don't. I don't think anybody in India does, with the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan, even though the Pakistanis foolishly claim that they are supported by India. But the fact of the matter remains that the Tehreek-e-Taliban Pakistan has challenged the Pakistan army by force of arms. The Pakistan army has used air power, they've used gunships, they've used artillery, they've used mortar shelling, they've used and APCs against these people. Have they managed to quell them? No. They have done similar things against the Baloch and gone a couple of steps further by virtually engaging in a kind of a genocide, trying to wipe out the intellectual leadership in the Baloch, catching hold of young students, 19, 20, 21-year-old kids.
So you're saying we're now at a point of inflection. I'm running out of time. 30 seconds. Yes, sir.
Have they managed to control it? They can't. So they have tried all the brute force, but there are movements which are erupting, like, that famous title, there are 1 million mutinies now emerging in Pakistan. And I don't think that the state will be able to quell them all. I'm not saying that they will reach a point of no return just yet, But this is a very serious crisis that Pakistan is facing.
Well, we're going to have sorry, I've run out of time, Dr. Ranganathan, completely on the show. Sushant Sareen, thank you for setting that initial balance right and clarifying that point. Very important, viewers. This is serious. This is going to have implications for Pakistan and its sovereignty as we know it. We leave it at that, viewers. We're just right back with a quick update on a very important story. Stay with me.
This is News 18 Network. India's largest news network.
And news just coming in. Saurabh Bhardwaj, the Aam Aadmi Party leader and former minister here in Delhi, has defended his earlier remarks. Now, after Surya Kumar Yadav announced that he is going to donate his match fees to the victims of Pahalgam attack, Saurabh Bhardwaj says in a controversial statement that the amount is too less. इससे ज़्यादा तो लोग चंदा में दे देते हैं, is what Saurabh Bhardwaj said. He also went on to question that if donating match fees to victims of terror is the benchmark, should Israel and Gaza then play each other? Let's listen in to that comment.
भाजपा का प्रोपेगेंडा है, मोहसिन नकवी के हाथ से कप नहीं लिया। मैंने वीडियो डाला है, जब ये सीरीज शुरू हुई भारतीय टीम के कप्तान ने मोहसिन नकवी के साथ बाकायदा फ़ोटो भी खिंचवाई है कप के साथ रख के, और बाकायदा हाथ भी मिलाया है। फिर भारतीय जनता पार्टी की स्क्रिप्ट बदल गई क्योंकि उनको लगा कि भाई मैच का तो विरोध हो रहा है, तो प्रधानमंत्री पिछले 2 मैचों के अंदर शांत बैठे रहे ताकि किसी तरीके से प्रोपेगेंडा को, मशीनरी को चलाया जाए। फिर मशीनरी चलाई गई कि साहब देखिए मैच जीतने के बाद हाथ नहीं मिलाया, और हमने वो वीडियो भी डाल दिया कि जब कैप्टन्स प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस हुई एशिया कप की, तो स्टेज पे तो कैप्टन पाकिस्तान के कैप्टन से हाथ नहीं मिला रहे हैं, मगर स्टेज से उतरते ही उन्होंने पाकिस्तान के कैप्टन से हाथ मिलाया। तो अगर सब कुछ ही पब्लिक को बेवकूफ़ बनाने के लिए किया जा रहा है, तो देखिए हम तो सरकार की प्रोपेगेंडा मशीनरी के साथ मुकाबला नहीं कर सकते, हम तो बड़े छोटे लोग हैं। मगर हाँ, अगर वो वीडियो चलाया जाएगा, पुराना वीडियो चलाया जाएगा, तो पब्लिक खुद जो है उसके ऊपर फैसला कर ले कि स्क्रिप्ट से पहले क्या हुआ और स्क्रिप्ट के बाद क्या हुआ।
आपने एक चुनौती भी दी थी सूर्य कुमार, उन्होंने घोषणा की तो सभी मैचेस।
देखिए चुनौती बड़ी साफ थी, बीसीसीआई को और आईसीसी को, जिसके अध्यक्ष जो हैं अमित शाह जी के बेटे हैं, उनको कहा गया था कि जितनी भी ब्रॉडकास्टिंग राइट्स
Viewers, there's not going to be any communion between the government and the Maoists. There is a no prisoners taking attitude that the government has spelt out in a strong message to Maoist insurgents, terrorists, call them what you want. Union Home Minister Amit Shah has firmly rejected their recent ceasefire offer. Speaking at the Naxal Mukt Bharat seminar in New Delhi, Shah said the government will not entertain any truce, but will welcome those willing to surrender. The Home Minister has said that Naxals will have to lay down their arms. Shah emphasized that a red carpet welcome and a lucrative rehabilitation policy await those who choose peace over bloodshed.
This is News 18 Network. India's largest news network.
And news just coming in. Saurabh Bhardwaj, the Aam Aadmi Party leader and former minister here in Delhi, has defended his earlier remarks. Now, after Surya Kumar Yadav announced that he is going to donate his match fees to the victims of Pahalgam attack, Saurabh Bhardwaj says in a controversial statement that the amount is too less. इससे ज़्यादा तो लोग चंदा में दे देते हैं, is what Saurabh Bhardwaj said. He also went on to question that if donating match fees to victims of terror is the benchmark, should Israel and Gaza then play each other? Let's listen in to that comment.
भाजपा का प्रोपेगेंडा है, मोहसिन नकवी के हाथ से कप नहीं लिया। मैंने वीडियो डाला है, जब ये सीरीज शुरू हुई भारतीय टीम के कप्तान ने मोहसिन नकवी के साथ बाकायदा फ़ोटो भी खिंचवाई है, कप के साथ रख के, और बाकायदा हाथ भी मिलाया है। फिर भारतीय जनता पार्टी की स्क्रिप्ट बदल गई क्योंकि उनको लगा कि भाई मैच का तो विरोध हो रहा है,